learn about the 3 C's of good health and the importance of conscious effort in today's episode of the Growth Philosophy Podcast. Stay tuned to learn more. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Growth Philosophy Podcast, a bite-sized weekly podcast focused on empowering you to think better and upgrade your life. So let's talk about being healthy. Being healthy is an important part of life because the quality of your health impacts each and every part of your life, both big and small. Being healthy fills you with energy and vitality and makes it easy for you to be happy. In contrast, being unhealthy causes pain and stress and struggles and can even make your life a living hell. Being in bad health doesn't just affect you physically, by the way, but mentally too. You know how this works. Just think back to the last time you were in physical pain or you were ill. How did it affect your happiness level? Negatively, right? Because that's the normal effect of physical pain, and is why bad health is one of the biggest causes of mental health issues like depression. Being healthy impacts your life in measurable ways, whereas being unhealthy causes you a lot of pain. The problem is, despite the importance of maintaining good health, far too often it is ignored, and that comes at a cost, especially in the long term. When you're young, you might not see much of the negative impact of practicing unhealthy habits and not practicing healthy habits, but they do add up and have an increasingly negative impact the older you grow. The point is, you owe it to yourself, both your present self and your future self, to look after your health. The quality of your health, after all, impacts everything in your life. So it goes without saying that looking after your health is important, and working out is a key part of that. Physical activity is essential to keep yourself in good shape and to keep that incredible machine that is your body in good working order. Think of your body like a car. You need to regularly run it and maintain it to keep it in good working order. Whereas if you just leave the car in a shed for years, it'll become rusty and clogged and its ability to run well will really suffer. So you need to remember this. Physical activity is very important for good upkeep of your health. Far too often, people don't work out or look after themselves properly because they get confused and overwhelmed. There's a ton of information on this, so if that happens to you, it is perfectly understandable. It's very easy nowadays to get overwhelmed with all the information that is out there about being healthy and about working out. So rather than throw a lot of concepts and strategies at you today, I just want you to keep 3 things in mind in order to look after your health and improve it. Just 3 things. And here are the 3 concepts that I want you to remember. I call them the 3 C's. Conscious, concerted, consistent. Just remember those 3 C's. Conscious, concerted, consistent. They are all about the effort you put in, which is the key factor for improving your health. It's nearly always comes down to how you think. So it's nearly always about your mental game. The way you think impacts everything, after all. So it shouldn't come to you as a surprise that the way you think will have a massive impact on the overall impact of your work and your health. So all 3 of those C's, conscious, concerted, and consistent, are about the effort you put in. So I want you to keep things simple and just understand and remember the 3 C's. All these 3 C's are essential to keep in mind for good health, and you will understand why in a bit. So I'm going to expand on the 3 C's now. The first C is conscious. Your efforts need to be conscious. And here is what I mean by that. You need to be mindful of the effort you put in. The benefits of mindfulness is well known by this point. Being mindful isn't just good for your mental health and well-being, it also is a great way to improve your health. Here is how. when you work out without being mindful, that can often lead to problems like bad posture, ineffective practice, and even extra stress and strain during the exercises, which can then lead to strains, sprains, and even injuries. On the other hand, when you are mindful during your workouts, your movements will be more effective, your posture will be better, you will significantly cut down on workout-related injuries, and overall get more out of your physical activity. People often try to hurry through their exercise, which actually decreases the beneficial impact and increases the risk. So even if it seems like a counterproductive and a bit time-consuming thing to do, being conscious and mindful of your efforts during your workouts will actually improve the quality and impact of your effort. And here is the most important thing about that. If you're going to put in effort anyway, doesn't it make sense to get the most out of it? And that just won't happen if you're mindlessly going through the motions, or worse, trying to hurry through the workout in order to just get it over with. So remember this first C. Your efforts should be conscious. Be mindful about the effort you put in. Now the second C is concerted. Do you know what nearly every athlete, Olympian, champion cyclist, swimmer, boxer, and runner has in common? They all have a workout plan. And there is a good reason for that. When you have a workout plan, you know what exercises you are doing in advance and in what sequence, as well as how much of each. Having a workout plan is essential for making the most of your time and effort. But it doesn't need to be complicated or rigid. Even a simple plan will do. You can even use templates to make it easier for yourself. You can find lots of workout plans for free online to use, which can be very handy if you don't want to worry about creating your own workout plan from scratch. I understand it can be a bit confusing, so just look one up online. There are loads of them out there. See what works for you, see what seems good, try them out, and then find one that actually works the best for you. So rather than just winging it, you will get more benefits from your workouts when you have a plan and put in a concerted effort. So be thoughtful about it, be mindful about it, and create a plan. You will get the most out of your exercise by planning it in advance and sticking to that plan, as opposed to just doing whatever comes to mind. Haphazard effort doesn't make as much impact as planned effort does. So be concerted with your effort. Now the third C is consistent. Now, this is a really important one to remember. The third C to keep in mind in order to improve your health is consistency. And committed consistency. It's absolutely essential for your good health. You can't just work out once in a blue moon and expect to magically be in peak physical form. It just doesn't work that way. Good health and fitness doesn't just happen. It takes consistent, committed effort. You can't be healthy if you are not consistently putting in the effort to be healthy. It really is as simple as that. Those who put in consistent effort into improving their health have much better health than those who put little to no effort into improving their health. And you know exactly how that works. You have seen people who are in peak shape. You have seen people who are in really great health. And they all put in consistent effort. That said, putting in the effort you need to improve your health doesn't need to be complicated or hard. There is in fact a great way to get started easily. If you're struggling to find time, or just not a fan of working out, you can do a 3 to 5 minute HIIT workout every day. HIIT, which is HIIT, stands for High Intensity Interval Training, and is a very effective and even easy way to work out thanks to the short bursts of intense activity that it utilizes. HIIT involves a very small amount of time, so no matter how busy you are, you can find 3 to 5 minutes in a day to work out. Also, because of the small time requirement, even if you're not a big fan of working out, you can do this. That said, if you're just getting started and committing to a daily workout routine seems a bit daunting, even working out every other day can be great for your health. Improving your health isn't hard. If in doubt, just remember the 3 C's: conscious, concerted, and consistent. You need to be conscious, concerted, and consistent with your physical activity if you really want to get the most out of it. But above all, you have to commit to it. You have to be strong, determined, and disciplined, because it's easy to get tempted and to give in. There is something to note though about physical health and its impact on illness. A reality check, if you will. Good health is not a magical pill that will improve all the issues in your life and make it impossible for you to get sick. It just doesn't work that way. It's not a magic wand. Even the healthiest and most robust people can get sick. But that's not the point though. You know what being in good health does do is make it far less likely for you to get sick. And also, it makes it a lot more easy for you to recover if you do get sick. People who are in good health and regularly practice physical activity nearly always recover injuries and illnesses faster than those who are in bad physical health. So good health is absolutely essential for every part of your life, be it professional or personal. When you are in bad shape, even the most fun things can become a struggle to do. Whereas when you're in good health, you can do incredible things. And the good news is, improving your health is not hard. But it does take a bit of work. The effort though is really worth it. As the better your health is, the better you will feel and the more you can do with your life. If making the most of your life is something you want to do, or even if your goal is to help others, you need to look after your health. Because health really is wealth.